Have you ever wondered what the future will look like? Science fiction has painted countless pictures, from utopian societies to dystopian nightmares. But what if I told you the future isn't just being imagined, it's being built right now by two global superpowers locked in a technological race that will define this century? This isn't a battle fought with soldiers or tanks. It's a silent, invisible war waged in lines of code and data centers. This is the battle for artificial intelligence, and the outcome will shape everything from our economies to our daily lives, and even the very definition of what it means to be human. The story of artificial intelligence, or AI, isn't as new as you might think. It doesn't begin with a viral chatbot or a self-driving car. Its intellectual roots stretch back to the mid-20th century, emerging from the crucible of post-World War II innovation. Visionaries like Alan Turing began to ask a profound question: can machines think? This wasn't just a philosophical musing, it was a technical challenge. In 1956, at a workshop at Dartmouth College, the term artificial intelligence was officially coined. This event brought together a small group of mathematicians and scientists who shared a bold conjecture that every aspect of learning or any other feature of intelligence could in principle be so precisely described that a machine could be made to simulate it. This was the spark. The initial decades were a roller coaster of optimism and disappointment. The AI winter saw funding dry up as the immense difficulty of creating true intelligence became apparent. Early systems were rule-based, brittle, and lacked the ability to learn from experience. They could play chess, but they couldn't recognize a cat in a photo. The true revolution, the one that brought us to the present moment, required a different approach and a massive increase in computational power and data. The seeds of modern AI, based on neural networks and machine learning, were planted, but they needed the right environment to grow. That environment first flourished in the United States. For decades, America was the undisputed epicenter of AI innovation, a status built on a unique trifecta of academic prowess, corporate investment, and a culture of entrepreneurial risk-taking. World-class universities like Stanford, MIT, and Carnegie Mellon became the breeding grounds for generations of AI pioneers. Their research labs produced foundational breakthroughs in machine learning, natural language processing, and computer vision. This academic leadership was supercharged by the private sector. Tech giants like Google, Microsoft, and later Facebook and Amazon began pouring billions into their own dedicated AI research divisions. Google's DeepMind, for instance, became a household name after its AlphaGo program defeated the world's best Go player, a feat once thought to be decades away. This synergy between academia and industry created a powerful feedback loop. Universities trained the talent, corporations provided the massive datasets and computational resources needed to push the boundaries, and a vibrant startup ecosystem, fueled by venture capital, turned research concepts into real-world products. From the recommendation algorithms that power Netflix and Spotify to the digital assistants in our phones, American-led AI innovation quietly and profoundly reshaped the digital landscape. The US model was decentralized, driven by competition, and deeply integrated into the fabric of consumer technology, establishing a formidable head start in this new technological frontier. But while the US was pioneering, another giant was watching, learning, and preparing to make its move. China's journey into AI began more slowly, but its acceleration has been nothing short of breathtaking. The Sputnik moment for China's AI ambitions is often cited as the 2016 AlphaGo match. Witnessing an American-developed AI defeat a master of a game deeply ingrained in Chinese culture was a powerful wake-up call. The following year, the Chinese government released its next-generation artificial intelligence development plan, a bold and ambitious national strategy to become the world leader in AI by 2030. Unlike the decentralized, market-driven approach of the US, China's strategy is top-down, state-directed, and meticulously executed. The government is investing hundreds of billions of dollars into research, infrastructure, and education. This national push is amplified by China's own tech behemoths, Baidu, Alibaba, and Tencent, collectively known as BAT, These companies operate in a vast domestic market, giving them access to an unparalleled scale of data, the lifeblood of modern AI, with a population of over 1.4 billion people who are deeply integrated into the digital ecosystem through super apps like WeChat. Chinese companies can train their algorithms on a dataset of human behavior that is simply unimaginable in the West. This has allowed them to leapfrog in specific areas like facial recognition, mobile payments, and AI-powered surveillance, creating a powerful and distinct AI ecosystem with global ambitions. This tale of two giants presents a study in contrasts, a clash of systems with distinct advantages and disadvantages. The American approach, rooted in free market capitalism and individual liberty, fosters unparalleled creativity and disruptive innovation. The open environment encourages a let a thousand flowers bloom mentality, where startups can challenge established players and new ideas can emerge from unexpected corners. However, this decentralization can also lead to a lack of coordination on national priorities. Ethical debates around data privacy, algorithmic bias, and the societal impact of AI can slow down deployment as companies and regulators grapple with complex issues in a democratic framework. There is a tangible fear of over-regulation stifling the very innovation that gives the US its edge. Conversely, China's state-driven model allows for immense focus and speed. The government can mobilize national resources, align corporate and academic efforts towards strategic goals, and build infrastructure at a blistering pace. The ability to collect and centralize vast amounts of data without the same privacy constraints as the West provides a significant advantage in training more powerful AI models. The downside, however, is a potential stifling of the bottom-up, creative chaos that often leads to true breakthroughs. A top-down system risks prioritizing state control over genuine innovation and can be susceptible to investing heavily in the wrong technological paths. Furthermore, its development of AI for surveillance and social control raises profound ethical questions that could limit the global appeal and adoption of its technology. So where does this race lead? What does the future of AI hold as these two titans continue their contest for supremacy? The future will not be defined by a single winner. Instead, we are likely heading towards a bifurcated world, a tech dystopian version of the Cold War, with two distinct and competing technological spheres of influence. One sphere will be led by the US and its allies, centered on principles of open markets, democratic values, and individual privacy, however imperfectly realized. The other will be led by China, offering a model of state-controlled, efficient, and integrated technology, which may be attractive to other autocratic nations. This divergence will impact everything. We could see a splinternet, where data, hardware, and digital services are incompatible across these two blocks. Your phone, your car, and the apps you use could be determined by which sphere your country belongs to. The competition will also accelerate progress at an unprecedented rate. The race to develop artificial general intelligence (AGI), a hypothetical AI with human-like cognitive abilities, will intensify. This raises the stakes exponentially, bringing forth not just economic and military implications, but existential ones. The decisions we make today about regulation, about ethics, about international collaboration will determine whether this powerful technology is used to uplift humanity, creating a future of abundance and discovery, or to deepen divisions, entrench control, and unleash forces we cannot contain. The battle for AI is not just a technological race. It's a battle for the soul of the 21st century, and its final chapter is far from written.